Thank you very much. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to the first show in a brand new series of Pointless, the quiz show where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Over the coming weeks, we'll be asking our contestants to dive into the deep end of their knowledge in search of the most obscure answers to hundreds of new questions. Let's meet today's players. Welcome to Rocks and Myth. You are our first pair on the show. How do you two know each other?
We actually met each other at a Motley Crue concert a few years ago, and since then we've formed a band together called Whiskey and Lace.
What was Whiskey and Lace? What particularly drew you to the...
Well, it's an old Alice Cooper album called Lace and Whiskey, so we thought, Lace and Whiskey? Whiskey and Lace.
Lace.
Yeah.
Very good. Now, Myth,
Yes.
come clean with me.
Yes.
Were you christened Myth?
No.
Go on, come on.
Myth would be my alias, as it were,
Yeah,
my
alias.
stage name. In another life, I was known as Phil.
I'm going to call you Myth. Yeah. And Rocks?
Rob Hughes, my name is.
Rob.
Hughes, yeah.
Rob, well, listen, those names are banished. We're not going to deal with those anymore. It's going to be Rocks and Myth.
That's it.
Great to have you on the show. Very best of luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Next, we welcome back Nasheal and John. You were on the show last series. We give everyone 2 chances to get through to the Pointless final, and this is your second. Remind us how you did.
We got to the second round, and then it sort of went downhill from there.
What's your strategy this time round?
To stay in a bit longer than the second round, hopefully.
Sounds good to me.
Simple.
Yeah. Well, very best of luck to you. Next, we welcome Yvonne and Doreen. How do you two know each other?
Well, we met at a ladies' club about 4 years ago, and we hit it off straight away. We've got the same hobbies and everything, and we've been friends ever since.
So what are you hoping is going to come up for you this afternoon?
Anything prior to 1970 would be nice.
Anything? Anything? World politics?
Musical? No, probably not world politics,
Okay.
although I do remember Winston Churchill, but...
Very good. Yeah. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed. Let's hope something prior to 1970 comes up. And finally, we've got Ray and Ellie. How do you two know each other?
Well, we're father and daughter.
Oh, do you do lots of things together? Do you do quizzes together?
We do quizzes together, yeah. We have a special quiz night on Mondays. When I come home from work, we do 3 or 4 quizzes together on Monday nights.
Fantastic. We'll find out more about all of you throughout the show. There is only one more person for me to introduce. He's an encyclopedia of obscure facts and figures. He is my pointless friend, of course. He's Richard. There we are.
It's lovely to be back, isn't it?
Isn't it? Brilliant.
It's great. Lovely to have Nasheal and John back. It's been a very long time since we saw them last.
It has.
So very best of luck on this one, guys. Lovely to have Whiskey and Lace in the house. But I have to say, I'm going to tip the hard rockers, Yvonne and Doreen, to win the show.
Oh, well, that's us good.
No.
Very good indeed. Wow, well, we know what happens when Richard tips anyone. OK, well, we've put all our questions to 100 people before the show, but this is pointless, so we are after the obscure answers that those 100 people didn't get. The fewer people who got the answer, the fewer points awarded, the better your chance of winning. All our players need to do is score as few points as they possibly can. But what everyone's looking to do, of course, is find a pointless answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, we will add 250 quid to the jackpot. Now, no one won the jackpot at the end of last series, so we will add another £1,000 to that total. So today's jackpot starts off at £3,750. OK, let's play Pointless. OK, in the first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, so be very careful that that's not you. If anyone gives me an incorrect answer, they will score the maximum of 100 points. OK, our first category this afternoon is air travel. Air travel. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second?
Go first.
And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many international airlines that fly from Heathrow as they could. Richard?
Yeah, quite a tricky start to the new series. We're looking for any international airline that flies to international destinations from Heathrow. And that's as verified by Heathrow's website at the start of 2011. There are lots. I gave up counting at 80, and there are over 40 pointless answers here, so see if you can get some of those at home.
Right. Rocks and myth. Before the show, you all drew lots, and you get to go first. So, rocks.
I'm thinking all the holidays I've been on have been to Spain, lads' holidays, so I'm not really well travelled. So international airlines. I might go for something that's not too far away, but it's international. An Irish one, I think. Aer Lingus, is that Irish?
You're going to go for Aer
Lingus.
Lingus. Aer Lingus. Right, now, you're hoping to score as few points as possible with this, Rocks. Let's see if it is right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Aer Lingus. It's right, Rocks. Down it goes. 13. Aer Lingus scores you 13 points.
Yeah, very good. It's the right answer, and it's a good answer. Founded by the Irish government in 1936, Aer Lingus.
I hope you got as interesting a fact as that about every airline.
If you're interested in when airlines were founded and by whom, then stick around.
Very good indeed. Right, Nasheal. Nasheal, have you flown a lot?
Relatively so, yeah. I think I'm going to go for one of our favourite European friends and go for Lufthansa.
Lufthansa. OK, again, you're hoping to score as few points as possible. Let's see if Lufthansa is correct. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Lufthansa. It's right. $23. Who founded Lufthansa and when?
Well, it was founded in the 1920s, and it was founded by the Germans.
Very good indeed. Good answer. Nasheal scored you 23. OK, so Yvonne, have you flown out of Heathrow a lot?
I have flown out of Heathrow, not a lot. But
What's your favourite destination you've flown to out of Heathrow?
Las Vegas.
Oh.
I love it.
How many times have you been to Vegas?
3.
And maybe if you win,
I'd like
you
to
can
go
take
again.
all your winnings and lose them. OK, so an airline that flies from Heathrow.
Well, I think I'll go for Air China.
Air China. Let's see if that's right. You're hoping to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many people said it. Air China. It's right. It's right. Oh, down it goes. Best answer yet. It's pointless. What about that? Congratulations, Yvonne. Air China is a pointless answer. It scores you nothing, and it adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £4,000. Very well done, Yvonne. Very good indeed. Air China, Richard.
Yeah, what a lovely start to the series. Well done, Yvonne. That's brilliant. It's one of the biggest airlines in the world, but nobody of our 100 mentioned it in their 100 seconds.
Very good. Well done. Now then, Ray.
Yeah,
It comes to you.
I'm struggling a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah, because I think all that I can think of are pretty obvious. So I think I'm going to go with Qantas.
OK. Is it correct? And if it is, how many people said it? Qantas. That's right. 39. Qantas, very popular airline, evidently, scores you 39 points. Richard, Qantas.
It's Queensland and Northern Territories Aerial Services.
Aerial?
Qantas. Aerial Services, yeah. They started out fixing people's tellies. And then up on a roof one day, there's someone, what is that?
OK, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Yvonne, Doreen, a pointless answer from you. You're looking fantastic at the end of that round. Not a point on your board. Then we come to Rocks and Myth. Wonderful answer there from Rocks, Aer Lingus. Then we come to Nasheal's answer, 23. Yep, you're beginning to look a little bit dangerous there. And Ellie, you have your work cut out. Let's hope you've done lots of flying out of Heathrow so you can make up for Ray's high score. Wasn't that high, 39, but I'm afraid you are appreciably higher than everyone else. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we are looking for international airlines that fly from Heathrow. Now, Ellie, you are the highest scorers at the moment, so you need to score low.
So I'm hoping that Gulf Air will be
Gulf
a lesser-known
Air.
airline.
OK, Gulf Air. Let's
Very
hope.
nice, but lesser known.
Very good. Gulf Air. Other airlines are available. So let's see if it's correct, and if it is, let's see how many people said Gulf Air. He's right. Fantastic low score there. Scores you 6, takes your total up to 45. Richard, Gulf Air.
It's owned by the Kingdom of Bahrain, Gulf Air. It's a Bahraini airline.
OK, thanks very much. So then, Doreen.
We're going to try Scandinavian Airlines.
Scandinavian Airlines. You are currently on nothing. You only have to score 44 or less at this stage to ensure your place in the next round. Scandinavian Airlines. You're absolutely confident that is... that's
No, I'm not confident, dear, but we'll try it.
OK. Scandinavian Airlines. OK, there is your red line, Doreen. If you come below that red line with Scandinavian Airlines, you are through to the next round. Let's see if it's correct, and if it is, let's see how many people said Scandinavian Airlines. Right. Oh, it's good. Oh, very good indeed. Very well done, Doreen. Scandinavian Airlines scores you 2, giving you a total of 2. Richard, Scandinavian Airlines.
Yeah, that's the way to play the game from Yvonne and Doreen. It's, yeah, Scandinavian Airlines, or SAS, fly out of Heathrow. Very well done. It's a national carrier of Denmark, Sweden and Norway.
Thank you very much, Richard. Remember, we are looking for international airlines that fly from Heathrow. Now then, John.
Yes.
You're on 23, not a bad score at all. Elliot and Ray are the highest scorers on 45. If you can score 21 or less, John.
One that keeps popping up is Garuda.
Is what?
Garuda Airlines.
Garuda
Yeah.
Airlines.
I can't think where I know it or where it goes to.
Maybe it's in a book. OK, here's your red line. If Garuda Airlines gets you below that red line, you are through to the next round. Now, I think you're either going to crash down in flames here, or it's going to be a moment of great glory. Let's see if it's correct, and if it is, let's see how many people said Garuda Airlines. Bad luck, John. Unfortunately, Garuda is a wrong answer, which means that you score the maximum of 100 points, taking your total up to 123. Richard, Garuda.
Yeah, sorry, John. I only know a couple of things about Garuda Airlines. One, most importantly, it doesn't fly into Heathrow or from Heathrow. It's an Indonesian airline, so we'll fly into Sydney, for example, so you may well have come across it there.
Well, John, I'm afraid that puts your score into the red. You are on 123, and you are going to be our high scorers at the end of this round, because even if Myth and Rocks score 100 points, they won't overtake your score, I'm sorry to say. So we'll be saying goodbye to you at the end of the round. Now, Myth, you have a free hand here. You can come up with anything. Whatever you say, you are through to the next round, Myth. Well, but a chance maybe to score a pointless answer.
I would love to have a punt and try and get some extra money, but I'm coming up with nothing but painfully obvious answers. So we'll play it safe and take a punt with Air France.
Air France, let's see how many people said that. No red line for you, obviously, because you are through. $29. Air France scores you 29, takes your total up to 42. So, Richard, Air France.
Yeah, Air France, one of the highest answers of all, actually, but a very safe answer, and you're safely through. Let's take a look at some of the pointless answer. I won't go through all 40. Air China, we've already heard, which was a pointless answer. Iran Air, that's from Iran. Yeah. JAT Airways, which is the Serbian national airline. It stands for Jugoslavensky Aerotransport, but I don't need to tell you that. Kingfisher Airlines, which is Indian. Libyan Arab Airlines. Olympic Air, it's a Greek airline. Royal Air Maroc, that's Morocco Sri Lankan Airlines. And Syrian Air, which is the subject of the Travellers quiz, Who Wants to Be on Syrian Air? Let's take a look at the... I'm so sorry. Let's take a look at the top 3 answers. These are the ones that most people in our 100 said. Qantas, which scored 39. In second place was Virgin Atlantic. That would have scored you 57. What do you think was top? Everyone's been talking about it. British Airways with 86.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid it's Nosheel and John. What have you learnt from your time on Pointless? What will you be taking to the next quiz show that you do?
I need to learn the difference between England and Australia, the airlines.
Well, yeah. But you'll be sticking as a team, I'm sure, won't you, for future quizzes? Have you...
We may no longer speak to each other after.
Well, listen, you've been fantastic contestants. It's been great having you on the show. Thanks so much for playing. Thank you.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Now, there's only room for 2 pairs in the head-to-head, so one team is going to be leaving us at the end of this round. You just have to make sure it's not you. OK, the category for round 2 is film. Can you all decide in your pairs who is going to go first and who is going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. And the question concerns film songs and their films. Film songs and their films. In this round, we're about to show you a list of songs from films. We asked 100 people to tell us which films they are from. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 6 songs on each pass, all of which were nominated for an Academy Award. The more obscure answers, the harder ones, will score you fewer points. Obviously, the easier ones will score you very high points. If you give us an incorrect answer, you'll score 100 points. See if you can get all 6 of them at home, and I promise you there are some from before 1970.
So we are looking for the films that these songs are from, and we have got When You Wish Upon a Star, Lose Yourself, Nobody Does It Better, in brackets, I've Had the Time of My Life, in brackets, Everything I Do It For You, and Over the Rainbow. I'll read those one more time. When You Wish Upon a Star, Lose Yourself, Nobody Does It Better, I've Had the Time of My Life, Everything I Do It For You, Over the Rainbow. OK. So there are the 6 songs. You need to give me the film. OK, Myth. Any of these on your set list?
Not at the last count, no.
OK. Myth, from that list, which is the most obscure one you reckon you know?
I'm going to play it safe, I think. Well, safe-ish. And I'm going to go with Lose Yourself from 8 Mile.
Lose Yourself from 8 Mile. Well, let's see if Myth is right, and if he is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Yeah, you see, down it goes, Myth. I think that was a very, very good one to pick. 7. That's a great answer. 7 points. Lose Yourself, 8 Mile. Richard.
Yeah, very good answer. Well played. Won the film's only Oscar.
Very good. That's a fantastic answer. 7 points. Now, Doreen, you now have 5 left on that table. Right. I reckon you might know some quite obscure ones here.
Well, they're all very popular, aren't they? I know them all. But I'm going to go with I've Had the Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing.
OK, Doreen, The Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said that. $60. Wow, a very well-known song. That scores you 60, Doreen. Richard.
That's a huge score, isn't it? It's very surprising. Yeah, Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes from Dirty Dancing. It won the Oscar in 1988.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, so now, Ellie. Ellie, there are now 4 songs left on the board. Do you think you might know which films they come from?
I know which songs 3 of them come from, but I think that of the ones I know, hopefully the lowest points is going to be Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me.
Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me. Let's see if that's right, Ellie, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. Very good. Down it goes to 8. Spy Who Loves Me scores you 8 points. Richard.
Yeah, another very good answer. Carly Simon, of course, from 1977, from The Spy Who Loved Me. Let's take a look at the rest of the board. We've already had the biggest answer, actually, which was I've Had the Time of My Life. Over the Rainbow was, of course, from The Wizard of Oz, would have scored you a fairly hefty 57. Everything I Do It For You was from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Also would have been a big score, 47. And When You Wish Upon a Star, it was Pinocchio. Would have scored you 18. So we had the biggest answer and the 2 smallest answers in that round.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Well, Myth, fabulous low score with 7 there. Similarly, Ellie, lovely low score there, 8 points. Doreen, I mean, you knew them all, I think, most of them anyway. Yes. And you just happened, I mean, who'd have known that that was going to be the high-scoring one? So, Yvonne, you're going to have to find a really low score. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more songs on the board, and here they are. They read like this. Maniac, Circle of Life, My Heart Will Go On, Moon River, Jai-Ho, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. I'll read those again. Maniac, Circle of Life, My Heart Will Go On, Moon River, Jai-Ho, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. Now remember, we are looking for the films that these songs are from, and you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. So, Ray, you are 52 points behind Yvonne and Doreen. What does that board look to you like?
I think I'm going for one of my favourite songs, but it might be quite popular. Moon Rivers from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Moon River, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Rox is nodding harder. That's his favourite film. On the tour bus, they play it on a loop. There is your red line. Below that, you're through to the head-to-head. You are saying Moon River from Breakfast at Tiffany's. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Very well done, Ray. Very well done. That scores you 14, takes your total up to 22. Richard, Moon River.
Yeah, very well done, Ray. A great song, a great score. Seen you through to the next round very safely. Won the Oscar in 1962.
OK, very good. Moon River, well done, Ray. Now, Yvonne, you are the front runners on 60. You have to score as low as you possibly can.
Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, I think, is from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
You are saying Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Obviously, there's no red line for you because you are the front runners, the high scorers. Let's see if that's right, and let's hope hardly anyone thought of it. $33, that scores you, taking your total up to 93. Richard, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, a very good answer, and it actually won the Best Song Oscar in 1970.
Very good. Burt Bacharach, of course.
Yeah, Burt Bacharach and Hal David, yeah.
Indeed. There we are. OK, now then, Rox, you are on 7. If you can score 85 or less with your answer, you are through to the head-to-head. OK, so we are looking for the films that these songs have come from.
I'm going to go for, I think it'll be less than 85, Circle of Life being from The Lion King.
Circle of Life, Lion King, you're saying. You're hoping that scores you less than 85. OK, here's your red line. If you get below that, Circle of Life will see you through to the head-to-head. Yeah. OK, let's see if that's right and how many people said it. Circle of Life. It's right and good enough. Very good, 58. Takes your total up to 65. Richard.
Yeah, you have very good knowledge of The Lion King for a hard rocker, I have to say. It's very impressive. Let's have a look at the others. Yeah, My Heart Will Go On absolutely was from Titanic, but would have scored you a fairly hefty 66 points. Maniac, Xander. Do you know what Maniac is from?
Is it Flashdance?
It's Flashdance. It is Flashdance. Very well done. Would have scored you 10 points. Now, Jai-Ho is a pointless answer.
No.
Jai-Ho, if you got it at home, well done.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Would have scored you £250. It is, of course, from Slumdog Millionaire.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid to say it's Yvonne and Doreen. Dear, oh dear.
Never mind.
Now, what are all the people in the ladies' club going to think of this? They're going to be chucking bits of Victoria's sponge at the telly right as we speak.
Voted off the committee for definite, yeah.
That's never going to happen, Doreen. And the great news is we will see you again next time. You've been lovely contestants. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 2 pairs, things are going to get even more exciting now as we enter the head-to-head. So So well done, Ray and Ellie, Rox and Myth. You've made it through to the head-to-head. Now, obviously, only one pair can make it through to today's final and play for the jackpot, which currently stands at £4,000. Right, you're now going head-to-head on the best of 3 questions. For each question, each pair needs to give me just one answer, and you are now allowed to confer. All you have to do is come up with an answer that scores less than the other pair to win that question. And the pair who get the best of 3 will be playing for today's jackpot. Right, let's play Pointless. And here's your first question. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many royal family spouses as they could. Royal family spouses. Richard.
OK, specifically, we're looking for any person who has ever been married to one of Queen Elizabeth II's children. We're looking for their first name and surname before they were married. There are 6 names on the list, and we're looking for those people up to the start of 2011. Try at home and see if you can get all 6 of them.
OK, Ray and Ellie, because you've played best throughout the show so far, you get to go first. We are looking for the names of royal spouses. What are you going to say?
Well, the best I can think of is Sarah Ferguson.
That's what I can think of. The best one that we can think of is Sarah Ferguson.
Sarah Ferguson. OK, Rox and Myth.
Well, I'm not too confident on this, but Phil tells me he's got 3.
Yeah, one of them's gone. Sarah Ferguson, that's probably the best one, yeah.
Well, I knew that one.
Yeah, there's the obvious one, Diana Spencer. And the only other one I can think of, which would probably be our best shot, would be Camilla Parker Bowles, and hope that people didn't remember her full surname.
Camilla Parker Bowles. OK, so we have Sarah Ferguson, we have Camilla Parker Bowles. Let's take them in the order they were given. Ray and Ellie said Sarah Ferguson. Let's see how many people said that. $35 for Sarah Ferguson. Rox and Myth are going with Camilla Parker Bowles. Let's see how many people said that. Oh, it's good. Very good indeed, Rox and Myth. So after the first question, it is 1-0 to Rox and Myth. Richard.
Yeah, well played, but there were 3 answers, actually, that would have beaten Camilla Parker Bowles. I know plenty of people at home will have got all of these, so let's take a look through them. Right at the bottom of the list, perhaps surprisingly, is Sophie Rhys-Jones, who married Edward in 1999. Then it's Anne's 2 husbands, Timothy Lawrence, who she married in 92, and Mark Phillips in 73. That would have scored you 24 points. Then Camilla Parker Bowles, 29, Sarah Ferguson, 35, and Diana Spencer, surprisingly low, 49 points.
Thanks very much, Richard. So here is your second question. Ray and Ellie, if Rox and Myth get this one, they are through to the final. OK, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many elements that are gases at room temperature as they could. Elements that are gases at room temperature. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any element on the periodic table that is a gas at room temperature.
Glad you're here.
Thanks.
OK, now Rox and Myth, you go first on this one.
Right. Well, I'm a science teacher.
Are you?
Yes.
Well, you might have left.
Hold it. Time out.
He's a science teacher.
Our time. So.
You kept that one quiet.
You're not a science.
Rox.
What are you, Mr. Rox?
Yeah, some kids call me that, but they like the music, so it's okay.
Very good.
Yeah, I'll go for fluorine.
Fluorine. Right, Ray and Ellie, we are looking for elements that are gases at room temperature.
OK, so I'm going to go with my GCSE knowledge of the noble gases and hope
Rox
that means
approves.
they are gases at room temperature, and I'm going to say xenon.
Xenon. Rox likes xenon.
But does he like it because it's wrong?
He might like it because wrong, or he might like it because it's his favourite song on the set list. 2, 3, 4. Sorry. OK. We have fluorine and we have xenon. Let's take them in the order they were given. Rox and Myth went for fluorine. Let's see how many people said fluorine and if it's right. Apple for the teacher. It's right. good. Ooh! 4 points. Very, very well done, Rox. I'm impressed. Ray and Ellie have gone for xenon. You have to get 4 or lower to stay in the game. OK, xenon, you said. Let's see how many people said xenon. That's right. Is it going to get down? Ray, how impressed are you with your daughter?
Oh, I'm very impressed.
She was up against a sir. OK, so no one scores a point from that.
Okay.
There will be a new question and a new category, but before that, Richard.
There are only 2 answers that would have beaten the answers you gave us. Let's take a look at them. There's radon, which is a radioactive chemical element, so don't accidentally put it in your bath. That would have scored you 2. Krypton would have scored you 2 as well. There's fluorine and xenon on 4. Chlorine, 6. Neon, 14. Some of the big gases coming up now. Argon with 15. Helium, 26. Nitrogen, 44. Hydrogen, 45. And our old friend, oxygen,
yours and mine.
with 76.
Right, well, here is your third question. The pressure's not off, Ray and Ellie. If Rox and Myth win this, they are through to the jackpot final. You have to win this one to stay in the game. OK, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many chart-topping Eurovision winners as they could. Chart-topping Eurovision winners. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any act which has won the Eurovision Song Contest, then gone on to have a #1 UK hit with that same song up to the start of 2011. We're looking for the name of the act rather than the name of the song.
OK, Ray and Ellie, what are you going to go for?
Well, unfortunately, we can only think of a few that fit into this category, and we're going to say Sandy Shore.
Sandy Shore.
Yeah.
Rox and Myth.
We're going to have a punt with Katrina and the Waves.
Katrina and the Waves, you're going to say. Katrina and the Waves. So we have Sandy Shore, we have Katrina and the Waves. Let's see if Sandy Shore's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Sandy Shore. Ray and Ellie. Oh, it's a good answer, look at that. 17 to Sandy Shore.
I wasn't brave enough to go Katrina and the Waves, but...
Roxy and Myth have gone for Katrina and the Waves. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said that. Oh. Bad luck. That's an incorrect answer. So, at the end of our thrilling third question, it is 1-1. Richard.
Katrina and the Waves, they did win Eurovision with Love Shine a Light, but it only got to #3 in the chart, so it wasn't a #1 single. Let's take a look at all the answers there. There were a few answers that, in fact, 4 answers would have won it. Nicole, the German girl who sang A Little Piece, would have got you 2 points. Dana, 6 points. Johnny Logan, 8 points. Of course, with What's Another Year. Brotherhood of Man, Save All Your Kisses for Me, 13. Sandy Shore there was 17, Puppet on a String. Bucks Fizz, Making Your Mind Up, 37. And ABBA, Waterloo, 58 points. Very well done if you got all of them.
OK, thank you very much, Richard. Now, here is your next question. Whoever wins this question is through to the final. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many chess pieces as they could.
Yeah, tricky one. They're easy to name, but which is the most obscure? Looking for any of the 6 different chess pieces that are on the board at the start of a game. Which of those is the most obscure?
Rox and Myth to go first.
Yeah. Right. We think the most obscure one. We think we've got the lot, but we're going to go with Rook as our answer.
Rook. OK, you're going for Rook. Ray and Ellie, Rook is off the board.
Don't want to say King, Queen or Pawn, so I think we're going to go with Bishop.
You're going to go with Bishop. We have Rook and we have Bishop. OK, let's see how Rook fared. Rox and Myth said Rook. Let's see how many people said that. Well, they're all going to be high scoring, if you think about it. Ray and Ellie have gone for Bishop. Let's see how many people said Bishop. This is to get through to the final. You beat 96. Oh, you've done it. 80. So, after 4 questions, Ray and Ellie are through to the final 2-1. Richard.
Yeah, a really high-scoring category. Bishop was the best answer you possibly could have given. Let's take a look at all 6 of them and how they scored. There's the Bishop with 80, then the Knight with 86, the Rook or Castle, 96, and you were right to avoid King, Queen and Pawn because they scored you 99, 99, and that rarest of things on Pointless, we've seen it 3 times ever, Queen got 100.
OK, well, thanks very much, Richard. So the losing pair at the end of the head-to-head, I'm afraid, it's Rocks and Myth. You did so well there.
We're doing all right, yeah?
That was a really impressive head-to-head round. I thought that was fantastic. Very impressed by Florine. The great news for us is you'll be back next time, so we'll get to play more with you then, which will be fun. But thanks very much, meanwhile. You've been great contestants. Thank you. But for Ray and Ellie, it's now time for our Pointless final and the chance to win our jackpot of £4,000. So, massive congratulations, Ray and Ellie. You've seen off all the competition and you've won our coveted Pointless trophy. OK, well, you now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot. At the end of today's show, in case you'd forgotten, the jackpot stands at £4,000. Now, the rules are very simple. To win the money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. That's an answer no one else could think of. Now, we've had 1 pointless answer on the show today. You only need to find 1 more, and you will go home with all that money. Now, first, you've got to choose a category from these 3 options. And you may have boxing, literary awards, or fashion.
No, not boxing.
Oh, no, not boxing. And
fashion up to you, otherwise let's try literary awards.
Let's try literary awards.
Literary awards. OK, well, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Booker Prize winners born outside the UK as they could. Booker Prize winners born outside the UK. Well, now, wait a sec, Richard's going to fill us in.
Yeah, up to and including the 2010 prize, there have been 22 Booker Prize winners who have been born outside the UK. We're looking for any one of them. So very, very best of luck.
OK. You now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £4,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
Good Lord.
Right.
OK, what have you got?
Well, Anita Bruckner won it for Hotel de Lac. I don't know where she was born.
Monica Ali, I think, won it for Brick Lane.
I'm not sure.
No?
She might have done.
OK. June Chang, did she win for Wild Swans?
Don't remember that, McEwen, Ian McEwen won for Hotel. No, for Amsterdam, but I'm not sure if he's, don't know where he was born. Whoever wrote Remains of the Day, it's an Indian name, but I can't remember.
Nor do I. Who wrote The Life of Pi?
Yeah, that was a Booker Prize. I don't know.
Oh, God. No, I can't think of that one at all.
Let's try Anita Bruckner, because she might have been born.
And let's try Monica Ali.
OK, for Brick Lane.
Brick Lane.
Yeah.
And have we got anything
5
else?
seconds
Because if we haven't, we'll just have to say June Chang. Do you want one Chang?
Yeah, for
June Chang.
For Wild Swan.
Yeah,
let's do those. Yeah.
OK, your minute is up.
I don't think we'll have
OK.
We were looking for Booker Prize winners born outside the UK. I now need your 3 answers.
OK, we're going to say June or sort of Yuan Chang for Wild Swans. Monica Ali.
Monica Ali.
And
Anita Bruckner.
Anita Bruckner.
OK, of those 3, which do you think is your best shot at a point?
Well, the only one I know that for sure was Anita Bruckner. She won for Hotel de Lac.
Anita Bruckner.
We'll
OK, so we'll put her 3rd.
Yeah.
And which is your least confident?
Maybe Monica Ali.
OK, so we'll put Monica Ali first. OK, so let's put those up on the board. This was the answer you were least confident in being pointless. Monica Ali. Next came Jung Chang. Jung Chang. And finally, we had Anita Bruckner, your most confident answer. OK, there they are. How do they look on the board?
OK.
Right, we are looking for winners of the Booker Prize born outside the UK. This was your least confident answer. You only need to find one pointless answer to win that £4,000 jackpot. OK, so let's see how many people said Monica Ali. Monica Ali. This for £4,000. Unfortunately, that was an incorrect answer, therefore not pointless. So you only have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. £4,000, what would you spend it on?
Family holiday.
Well, let's hope. Jung Chang will set you on your way. This has to be pointless for you to win the jackpot. OK, for £4,000, let's see how many people said Jung Chang. Ah!
I thought so.
Bad luck. That is also an incorrect answer. You only have 1 more chance to win today's jackpot. How are you feeling about Anita Bruckner?
That fashion was looking pretty good.
OK, we are looking for winners of the Booker Prize who are born outside the UK. You said this was the answer you were most confident in. This has to be pointless. Anita Bruckner, there it is. This is your last shot at today's jackpot of £4,000. Anita Bruckner. Oh, bad luck. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot of £4,000, which rolls over to the next show. But you have been amazing contestants, and you do, of course, get to take home our pointless trophy. Very important. So, Richard, what were the pointless answers?
Well, I think that was really tough luck. So there were 3 pretty good answers, all slightly wrong for different reasons, actually. Anita Bruckner won it, but she was born in the UK. Monica Ali was born in Bangladesh, but was only nominated for the Booker. She never actually won it. Jung Chang was never nominated. There are some names on the board that will annoy you a little bit, I think, though. I think there are some you could have got. Ben Oakley won for the Famished Road. DBC Pierre won in the year that Monica Ali was nominated for Vernon Godlittle. Iris Murdoch, of course, is from Dublin, so she would have been a pointless answer. Very well done if you got those at home. J.M. Coetzee, of course, won it twice. There's Kazuo Ishiguro, who wrote Remains of the Day, would have been a great answer. And Margaret Atwood was a pointless answer. Xander.
Well, unfortunately, we do have to say goodbye to you, Ray and Ellie. But it's been wonderful having you on the show. You've been fantastic contestants. Thank you both so much for playing. Thank you. Nobody has won our jackpot today, so it rolls over, which means on the next show we'll be playing for £5,000. Join us next time to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.
If you want to be on the next series of Pointless, you can find out more by going to bbc.co.uk/beonashow.